Men and children, desperate for food, leaned into a bakery in Gaza as an Israeli bombardment intensified on Saturday. Drinking water was also in short supply. And power shortages left families without charged phones to find out if fleeing relatives were safe. This Gazan in Khan Yunis has been visiting a neighbor who has solar power to charge his phone.
It's like going back to prior 1948. Even before that, we've gone back to the Stone Age. No electricity, water, internet, nor fuel. Those who have generators that operate on fuel to provide power is pointless. There is no fuel, nor diesel, nor anything else. It is terrifying. Look at that, how many phones that are being charged. It is frightening.
More than 1 million Palestinians in northern Gaza faced an Israeli deadline on Saturday to flee south, and Khan Yunis in South Gaza is filling up fast. The flood of people arriving in the south has stretched resources that were already strained to a breaking point. Many displaced Gazan took refuge in this school west of Khan Yunis. Naim Abu Eid is one of them. He said the family felt danger was getting closer to them when they were near the Israeli border. An Israeli military spokesman said troops were amassing around the Gaza Strip, getting ready for the next stage of operations after having already launched raids into the enclave. Israel has vowed to annihilate the Hamas militant group that controls Gaza in retaliation for a rampage by fighters who stormed through Israeli towns a week ago, gunning civilians down and taking off with scores of hostages. Some 1,300 people were killed in the worst attack on civilians in Israel's history. The United Nations has urged Israel to avert a humanitarian catastrophe in Gaza, a slither of land with 2.3 million people.
Humanitarian catastrophe.
قبل حتروح غاده التجمعات الحين بيهبجوها دعم الفني
لا هجرة من غزة. There will be no migrating from Gaza and no migrating from the West Bank, no migrating from Gaza to Egypt. And here I would also like to salute the stance of our siblings in Egypt who maintain that Egypt is indeed a country and is our sibling and a refugee and is welcoming to the Palestinian people, but not on the grounds of migration or displacement. And neither of us can ever accept that. And I say to my siblings in Egypt, our decision is to stay in our country, so your decision is our decision. And standing in the face of the Zionist plan that is supported by the American administration, we will make it fail, God willing. I highly appreciate in the name of the Palestinian people these rallies and this flooding of masses, and I call for it to continue. Do not stop, continue, keep on, supported by all components of these societies, Arab and Muslim, by all their group strengths and affiliations, and the free people of the world who we saw in Europe and Latin America and even in America itself saying no to this occupation, no to this killing, no to this destruction.
في أمريكا نفسها وهم يقولون لا لهذا الاحتلال، لا لهذا القتل، لا لهذا التدمير.